Assalamu alaikum. We are live tonight. The fuck am I doing? Hang on. We are live tonight. Sorry. Just gonna make sure everything is working. Test. People should be joining soon. What's up, boys? 1 second, sorry. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? View. Gross. Hey, what's up, boys? We are live tonight to preview UFC Fight Night, Marcin Tybura versus Sergey Spivak. An absolute badass fight. Left lane, you got banned on... I got banned on IG? What the fuck? You got banned on IG? Banger Fight Night incoming. This is a badass fight, guys. You do not want to miss this one. What's up, bro? Been in since 300 subs. Can't believe you're about to be at 10k. Hey, I reckon what we do is I might go live like when I'm like 10 or 15 subs away from 10k or something. I'll do a 10k live stream. How about that? That sounds good. We'll do a 10k live stream, and then after the live stream, I'll go record the gayest fighters tier list because I've basically been harassed non-stop to do that. So yeah, I might do that. What's up, Strickland vs Women's MMA? My moderator in chat. What's up, MMA? We got the two mods in chat. Yeah, ban anyone who's insulting my looks. Of course, I'm an authoritarian dictator, and I will not have anyone insulting me at all. Only good things will be said about me. No, I'm kidding. Thoughts on Hooker versus Gamrot? I mean, I could see Hooker catching him with like a knee, as he shoots in or something as he goes in for a takedown. But I assume that Gamrot's just gonna wrestle fuck him the whole time and maybe get a Kimura. No hate here. The Bird's Nest is looking prime time. Hey, the Bird's Nest. I'm Bird's Nest maxing right now, bro. Bro, I swear to God, my hair grows back so quickly. I got a fucking haircut like a week and a half ago, or like 2 weeks ago, and it's already grown back. It's actually fucked. Banger Fight Night incoming. Absolute badass fights, guys. We got 25 billion here. Like the stream, guys. Like the stream. If you haven't already, subscribe to the fucking channel too. We're trying to hit 10k. What are we at now? Let me see. Let me check. What? How many subs are we at? We are at 9,662. So if my maths is correct, because I'm a genius, we're 338 away. So we need 338 more subs, and then we're at 10k, boys. That's pretty crazy. Looking forward to it. And then we got the gayest fighters tier list, because I've literally been getting DMs on Instagram, people like saying I have to do that video. So I will do that at 10k. Tybura via Japanese necktie round one. I'm picking Tybura via Goga Plata. I know I didn't do predictions. I'll go over my picks now. I hope Right Lane MMA is not here, so I would tell him to clip this and just upload it as a clip as my picks. But like, I'll go over my picks really quickly if you want. I'll be live tomorrow as well, guys. I'm going to go live tomorrow for the fights. Which means I'm going to do terrible on picks, because anytime I live stream the card, I do terrible on picks. Let's see, UFC. All right, so I'm picking Marcin Tybura via either unanimous decision or like a ground and pounds or like submission on the grounds, but probably decision. I'm going Chepe Mariscal by decision, like 30-27 damage based. I'll go Danny Barlow by TKO. I'll go Chris Gutierrez against this fucking Quang Lee dude, this fucking Viet Cong soldier or some shit. I'll go Chelsea Chandler against Yana Santos, because Chandler missed weight by 5 pounds, and that's an advantage to have in a fight. I'll go Charalampos Gregorio by TKO, because Kazama's awful. I could probably KO him. I'll go with Carol Hosa to beat Patty Kianzad. I'll go with Carl Williams to just wrestle fuck Denise, because Denise is a glory kickboxer and they all have no takedown defense. I'll go with Zalal by decision against Aarons. Maybe gets a finish, but probably a decision. And then I'll go Stephanie Luciano against Talita Allen Carr, because she has a fucking 18 centimeter reach advantage. I don't know what that is in inches, but I think that's like 7. That's what I'm packing, you know? No, but that's she's got a fucking 18 centimeter / like 7 or 8 inch reach advantage. So yeah, I'll pick her to win. So those are my picks. I'm not doing a fucking video for this god awful card. But yeah, what's up, guys? We got that out the way. Now we can actually talk about fun stuff. 307 main event is going to be ass. My guess is going to be Pantoja versus Asakura. I'll put up a poll. I'll say, what do you guys think is going to main event the card? Start a poll. What? Can't pick Chandler after she ran away during a fight. Yeah, but that was against Norma Jamont, who's actually decent. Yana Santos is like 35 and shit. So I'll pick Chandler because she missed weight by 5 pounds, and that's an advantage. What do you think will main event 307? These are just the main options that I can think of. So that might main event the card. Like those are my guesses. If it's going to be one of them, I'd guess it's going to be one of them. But yeah. Who should be the main event for 309? If it's 309, honestly, what's his name? Like Aspinall. It should be either Aspinall or Pereira, but it probably won't be either. 309. What would 309 be? Maybe they might just that's too quick to run O'Malley, Marab, whoever fights there. I don't know. What would be 309? Because originally I was thinking it would be Jones, Stipe, main, and then like Pereira, Ankalaev, co-main, or something like that. Or like a Zhang Wei Li, Tatiana Suarez co-main event. But I don't know. You go on to 305. I'm not, unfortunately. I did not get tickets to this one. I'm in year 12 right now at school, so I kind of fucking can't miss much of school, which is unfortunate. But next year, I'll definitely go to some of the cards when they're in Australia. And also, I'm not in school anymore next year, so I'll be able to travel a bit. I might go to one of the cards in America. What do you think about Volk versus Gaethje? Who would you pick? I would probably pick Volk just because Gaethje's technical boxing is not that good. Spivak gonna wash him. Maybe. I could see Spivak being much improved and winning, but I am gonna go with I'll go with Tabora. Tubby Tabora and Spivak fighting for the Blobweight Championship of the World? No, my friend, that you're mistaken. The Blob Championship of the World is Shamil Gaziev versus Alexander Romanov. That's the fight that needs to be made. Main event, 5 rounds at altitude. Barlow decision, Rosa. Barlow by decision's probably a better pick, to be honest. The guy he's fighting is actually not bad. He's not a can, so. Rosa, Tabora decision, Spivak sub, fair enough. Marchand Tabora gets the late sub. Chepe looks drains. Yeah, I saw him. He looked a bit I saw him. He didn't look great, but again, missed weight by 3.5 pounds. You've got a day to rehydrate. He'll be fine. Tabora by round 4, ground and pound TKO. Yeah. Blob fights should be 1 round. True. American wrestler pain today. Fair enough. I have a feeling they're planning to do Yarn versus Pereira too. That would be interesting. Given that, I mean, Yarn is coming off that loss. He hasn't fought since then. It's been over a year since Blachowicz has fought. Blachowicz has never been that active. What's your top 5 GOAT list? I'm going to do a GOAT list video at some point. So, I don't know. My top 5 is pretty boring. It's probably like, as much as I hate Jones, he's still kind of number 1 if you include PD cheats. So I'll go like Jones, GSP, DJ, you still got to put 3. I still think there's a good argument for Volk at 4. But I think all-time, overall, Aldo, I think, is greater based off the work he's done at bantamweight. We have to kind of wait till Volk's career is over to like properly rank him on the GOAT list. I know Lucas Tracy hates the take that Volk is above Aldo all time. I think Volk's vice versa. The Aldo's above Volk. I think Volk's the greater featherweight. Volk is the greater featherweight of all time. He's the greatest featherweight of all time. But the work that Aldo has done at bantamweight and also coming back after like a year and a half off, you got to give him some credit for that. So I think Aldo is slightly above Volk all time. And then I'd go Aldo, Volk. I'd go Anderson, Silva, 6. I'd go DC, 7. I'd go Khabib, 8. I'd go like Islam. This is off the top of my head. I'd go. DJ's resume is shit. I get it, but just defending your belt that many fucking times is still pretty impressive. Again, this is off the top of my head, so I'm probably forgetting some people. I'd say DC's above Khabib in my books. Brother, how do you say this? He's undefeated, brother. 29-0. I don't care. He's beat like 4 good. He's got 4 notable wins. What else? Let me think. Who else? There is a very good argument that like DC and like Khabib and Islam are like have way better wins than Silva because Anderson Silva's resume is kind of trash. But I'm gonna do a GOAT list video at some point, so yeah, stay tuned for that. Maybe I'll do that after. I might do that after 305 because if Izzy wins, then he will jump up quite a lot. Spivak 238. Spivak's coming in light. Spivak's coming in light for the fight. I think Alex wins by KO in the rematch. I think that was his first fight at light heavyweight at altitude 3 months after getting KO. DJ is kind of overrated resume wise. Like if you're looking at like best of all time, his skills are very good, but yeah, the resume is not great. So I wouldn't hate the take of putting like Aldo and Volk above DJ. But I just don't think even though DC was double champ and he's got better wins overall, I just don't think you can put like 1 title defense in each weight class or 2 or whatever DC had. When DC only really became champ because Jones got suspended for PEDs, which is like, I'm not saying that that's DC's fault. Like DC was natural. I mean, yeah, DC might have been on steroids too. But yeah. Like I don't hate the take of putting DJ at like 4 or 5. And I know everyone's like, Aldo's got losses, man. To me, GOAT list is not necessarily just about, like, if you lose more times, you're just disqualified. Like, I know Lucas Tracy will be like, oh, Aldo lost in his prime and stuff when it was statistically permissible and stuff. I don't know. I don't think, like, losing is, like, what decides it that much. That's why I'm not moving Volk too far down for losing to Ilya and Islam. But, like, Aldo hasn't lost to bad fighters. He lost to Connor in 13 seconds. It's a bad look, but again, Connor at that time was just fucking dangerous. He lost to Holloway twice. Holloway's one of the greatest featherweights of all time as well. Lost to Volk as well. Bantamweight, he beat Moraes. That was a robbery. Lost to Yarn, and then just got grapple fucked by Marab. So like his only losses are to either like people that have then gone on to hold the belt, apart from because I don't count the Moraes loss. So Marab is the only fighter that's, if I'm not mistaken, the only fighter that's beaten Aldo that isn't a champion. And if Marab beats O'Malley, then Aldo has literally only ever lost to UFC champions. So like I'm not gonna fault him that much. Same with Volk. Like if you lose to like some bums and shit, like if you go on some slide and like Anderson Silva starts losing to some not great fighters, like I'm not gonna take away from his prime, because in his prime he was amazing. But yeah, but it's actually so funny. Cejudo was, before he came back against Aldo, was like top 10 in like everyone's books. He's like triple C, man. I don't know how to do Cejudo impression. Man, I think I'm triple C, guys. I've got 2 belts, guys. I won 2 belts in 2 different divisions, guys. And everyone's like, bro, this guy's top 10. He's just next to DC. They basically have the same career, I guess. Like that's what people were saying. And he comes back, loses 2 fights in a row. Now I was like, bro, he's not even like top 15. Like, it's not actually the winning the 2 belts that matters to me. It's like the what. Guys, did I mention I'm an Olympic gold medalist, guys? I won the gold medal back like fucking 20 years ago, guys. If you don't know, guys, I'm a really talented fighter, guys, and I've got lots of MMA knowledge. I can coach you guys. I'm gonna do a GOAT list, and I do think, I know a lot of people are gonna hate this take. For me, and it's based on criteria, because yeah, based on some other people's criteria, what's it called? Volk's above Aldo, which is fair. That's why like I just have different criteria because I don't fault you that much for the losses. I kind of base you off like the wins, how you looked, like dominance is a big part. Aldo was dominant again. And you like I hate when Lucas is just like, oh, but he didn't really beat anyone that good, bro. All these WEC guys were shit, bro. They were all bums. They were cans, right? But like he beat the best guys at that time. It's not like Aldo was fighting unranked featherweights at the time when he was winning titles. Like he was fighting the top of the division at that time. You can't fault him for that. Like that's why I get it. You can say, oh, this guy's resume is better in terms of like then you think this is a better fighter. Like Yair Rodriguez is a better fighter than like Kenny Florian or some shit like that. You could say, or one of Aldo's title defenses, but it's like, but yeah, like he beat who he beat at the time, and he got 7 title defenses against the best at the time. So like, who's to say Aldo doesn't beat? Like, who's to say Aldo in his prime doesn't beat Brian Ortega, doesn't beat Yair Rodriguez? Like, why are we acting like Aldo just loses to all of these top guys now? Like, I don't know. But no, Volk's also very high up. Like, I don't hate the take of Volk being above Aldo. The only reason why, like, if you took away Aldo's bantamweight career, I would have Volk above him. But the only reason I don't, because Aldo does have 4 losses at featherweight, I'm pretty sure. The Conor lost, but again, only champions. Conor, and obviously we know he was frustrated as fuck in that build-up. He was over-aggressive, overextended on a shot, got caught. That's fine. Holloway was doing all right. Holloway's just going to fucking win fights that go late. So yeah, who's a better fighter? Yeah, Volk and Holloway are better fighters than Aldo. Like, they're more skilled. They're a better mixed martial artist. We saw that. They beat him. But greatness, in my opinion, is not, like, better or, like, best resume. Like, yeah, that's my opinion. Like other sports, like basketball and shit, people will say Aldo could never beat Max. Very bad style matchup. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not... That, again, it's not just about who's better. Because if you're ranking the best featherweights of all time, then it's Volk's number 1, Aldo's number 2, like, Connor's number 3. If you're going off that, if you're going off just, oh, this person beat him, this person beat him, then you'll be like, okay, Volk's number 1, Holloway's 2, McGregor's 3, Taporia's 4, Aldo's 5. Okay, cool. You're saying Aldo's the worst featherweight of all time based off the fact that he lost to the other 3 guys apart from Taporia, but Taporia beat Volk. Like, I don't know. This is a bit weird. So I have Aldo still very high up. I don't hate the take of Volk above him. Max 3, McGregor 4. Yeah, like you could say, but then if you're saying best, then you might as well just be like, oh, Tapori is the best featherweight of all time, just because he beat Volk, and Volk beat Holloway, and Holloway beat Aldo. So like, and Volk beat Holloway and Aldo, and Tapori beat him. So all right, guys, case closed. Tapori is the best featherweight of all time. It's like that is meaningless. Saying just going off who beats who is meaningless. It's about what you actually did outside of that. That's my opinion. Let me know if that's a good take, yes or no, in chat. But no, Holloway's resume is insane. Again, so that's why there's also not even it's not even an awful take I would disagree with the take, but it's not a terrible take to put Holloway above Volk all time. It's not a good take, I would say. I wouldn't agree with it. But if you're going based off resume, which I think like overall resume is very solid, but then also like Holloway had how many title defenses? 3 or 4? Was it 3, I think? What was it? It was Aldo. He beat Aldo, defended against Aldo, beat was it Edgar? Was it Edgar after Aldo, or was it Ortega then Edgar? I forget. And then he beat Pettis. But like that's the thing. Like Holloway's, if you're going based off resume, that's why I could just do this GOAT list and just make an absolute fucking crazy list and just be like, and just go off resume and like ignore title defenses and just be like, yeah, fucking Islam Makhachev's greater than Demetrius Johnson all time because he's got better wins. Like, I could do that. But yeah. But what you got to do is like go back to the fights that they had and be like, all right, where was this guy ranked when he beat him? Like, was he fighting an unranked fighter for the belt? If so, then yeah, that means fuck all as a title defense. Like, if you lined up fucking Damon Jackson, Alexander Hernandez, Morgan Charrier, Kyle Nelson, and fucking Sean Woodson, yeah, Volk can beat them all in the space of fucking 5 months. Like, just beat them back to back. Like, if you want to do that, then you got to look at actually who you're beating at the time. Like, you might say, oh, this dude had like a look at his record. He's clearly a bum, but like, where was he at the time? Was he coming off like 4 wins fighting for the belt? Because if so, then that's a fucking credible, that's a valid title defense. So yeah. But I'm gonna do a GOAT list video soon because I reckon I've got some good takes that I could make. I think a lot of people are gonna disagree with them, but I think I can make some pretty solid takes in a GOAT video. I think Volk's performance against Islam the first time, while not on a paper resume build, is huge on the eye test. Yeah. Again, I might do a best fighters of all time and then I might do a greatest fighters of all time and then a best fighters of all time. Is that a good idea? Would you guys want to see that? I'll do a GOAT list and then I'll do a best fighters of all time. The BOAT list, as Tony Ferguson would say. Because I think that's also a very interesting conversation in terms of best. Because then you're not looking so much at like, oh, title defense is this, title defense that. It's just like who's beating the best guys, who lost to the least people, and that's when you can bring in some spicy takes and be like, Islam Makhachev is like the 3rd best fighter of all time or some shit. I'm not saying that would be my take, but like you can do stuff like that and make takes where you would never be able to say Islam's the 3rd greatest fighter of all time right now. But you could be like, oh, he's the like top 5 best all time or something like that. And that's when you start to be like, okay, how much are we crediting like heavyweights and stuff? And then it's actually like a skilled thing or just like best resumes of all time list as well. That could work. Have to age well. Jones wins over Santos Smith. Exactly. That's the thing. That's why I probably wouldn't have Jones as the best fighter of all time. And that's not even a bad take. Like, yes or no in chat, Jones is not the best in terms of like skilled, well-rounded. He's very well-rounded, but like Jones, here's the thing about John Jones, guys. John Jones is a whole nother level. No, but I don't think Jones is like top, maybe not even top 5. Like, I'd have Volk is better than him. Islam's better than him. Like, DJ is more skilled than him. Aldo is probably more skilled than him as well. And that's when you can't be like, oh, but these guys lost. It's like, yeah, but Jones's fucking entire legacy was based off beating middleweights who were way older than him, who weren't all that. Like, that's the thing. When people be like, people in the same sentence will be like, oh, Aldo's wins don't even age that well, or GSP's wins are not that good or whatever. But then like, oh yeah, but Shogun, man, and OSP, man, and fucking Vitor Belfort, man. Like, he beat these guys, cool, but like they're fucking middleweights. Like, OSP is a light heavyweight, I'm pretty sure, but like he's beating middleweights, and a lot of them wins were in just mid fashion. Like, you'll see like a Jones fucking edit highlight reel clip or some shit. It'll just be him KOing Shogun, him choking out whoever he choked out. Was it Vitor or Machida? I keep confusing those fights because one of them he won with Kimura, I'm pretty sure, and one of them he won with the Gilly, standard Gilly. But yeah, like let's show the highlights of Jones getting whooped by Santos and Reyes and taking Smith to a decision, and like I'm not saying Jones is not a good fighter. Yeah, OSP to a decision is ridiculous. Like, you can't tell me in the same sentence like, yeah, bro, Jones is just so much better, bro. He KO'd DC, man. But then like, yeah, he took OSP to a decision. So like, I wonder what caused that. I wonder why he took OSP to a decision. And everyone's like, yeah, man, but he was partying and he was living a bad lifestyle. Look how Dana White's gonna be like, if you look at what John Jones did, meanwhile outside of the cage living that life, it just makes what he did so much more impressive. It's like, okay, so I'm just gonna go out and fucking snort lines and like smack hookers, and then I'll go win the belt. Like, cool. And that just ups my resume because I did it on drugs or something. It's not like he's fucking doing a line of coke before he steps in the cage. It's not like he's getting drunk like as he's in the cage. Like, why? I don't know. It's just a bit weird. I'm looking up John Jones's resume though. I want to save some of this discussion because I'm actually going to do a probably pretty lengthy GOAT list. Let me see. John Jones has German Shepherd dogs. Such a badass guy. Okay, let's look at Jones's resume, right? Okay, Stephen Bonner decision. Congratulations. Look at this. Like, people will just be like, but look at how many wins he's got. John Jones is never lost. But like, okay, Andre Guzman decision, Stephen Bonner decision, Jake O'Brien submission, Matt Hamill DQ, whatever. Brendan Vera KO. Who the fuck is Brendan Vera? Vladimir Machikenko KO. Ryan Bader submission. Ryan Bader is now a fucking 45-year-old Bellator champion. Or he lost to what's his name, Henan Fadeda. Mauricio Hua is not good. Like, he's not that good. Beat him. Plus, he's just fat. He's a fat middleweight. Rampage Jackson submission, solid win. Lyoto Machida submission after like getting being in trouble in that fight. I'm pretty sure. What was that? Vitor. Rashad decision. Vitor submission. Chael TKO. Fixed fight didn't happen. Gustafsson decision. Fucking. I love Gus, but like Gustafsson is a tough fighter, but like he's not an incredible fighter. Like he's not like a crazy good fighter. Took him to a decision. Glover decision. Cormier decision in the first fight. The Cormier decision is a very good win. OSP decision. No contest with DC because he popped. Gustafsson TKO like 5 years later after it happened the first time. Anthony Smith decision. Santos split decision. Reyes robbery. Goes up to heavyweight, beats Garn, who can't stuff takedowns to save his life. Impression of Dana calling his child NBA youngboy to connect his child to John Jones's culture. I don't know about that one. Look, I'm not discrediting some of those wins. Like, I know this dude in chat or whatever is... What's he saying? Can you stop fucking spamming? Well, yeah, good. Ban this guy. Time him out. What's this guy saying? Vera, Machenko, and Bader were big wins. I know they were big wins at the time, but like, okay, they were average, like they were average wins on the come up. Like, is that? Tell me I'm wrong. Maybe obviously I didn't watch the sport at that time. I was fucking like 5 years old. But like, were those wins at the time not comparable to like Islam beating like Dan Hooker, Drew Dober, Arman Sukian, Bobby Green, Thiago Moises? Like, were those guys just way better than them? I know Beta and shit were solid, but like, is that like just such a crazy comparison? Because I don't think it is. Like, I know you might be like, oh, but these guys were unranked, man. But like, I'd say top 15. Fair. So like, Islam beating Brendan Vera is not a good win. Let's look up Brendan Vera just for theory's sake. Brendan Vera. Let's see who the fuck this guy is. He's 46 years of age. Fair enough. 16-10 record. Really impressive. Got finished by TKO 7 times. And what happened after the Jones fight? So, before the Jones fight, he'd already lost to Randy Couture. He then had a no contest with Thiago Silva, beat Elliot Marshall, lost to Shogun by TKO, lost to Ben Rothwell by TKO. And this was 11 years ago when he was 35. Jones beat him in 2010 when he was 32. So, like, yeah, Brendan Vera, sick. I don't know, but it's like when you're bringing up like wins on like, but on the come up, man, he beat Brendan Vera and fucking Matachenko. Like, okay, I get it. Like, I'm not saying Jones is like a bum, but like, he showed a great chin against Gus. It's like, yeah, but we're complimenting him for having a tough fight with Gustafsson, who, although everyone like that fight alone, and then like the DC fight, basically made people like Gustafsson was just like the second best guy in the division at all times, but like. But Gustafsson's lost a heap of times too. Like Alexander Gustafsson. He's 37 right now. 18-8. After the John Jones KO loss, he then lost to Anthony Smith by sub, Verdun by sub, and then Krylov by TKO in a round. He beat Glover, he beat Blachowicz, fair play. Lost to Cormier, lost to Rumble, beat Jimmy Manuwa, lost to Jones by decision. Before that, like, Gus is real good. Like, he beat Shogun, Thiago Silva. He beat this Machichenko guy. Like, yeah, he's good. I'll give him that. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna sound like a casual here because I don't know the fucking ins and outs of the like number 14 ranked light heavyweight in 2011. So I'll stay out of this conversation because I know people are gonna be like, man, you don't know anything, bro. You're casual. Like, sorry, I didn't watch the sport when I was 4 years old. But yeah. Dana, what do you think about the recent controversy involving Alex Pereira? What's the question? Pereira? Controversy? Well, John Jones has been in heaps of controversy. And, you know, if you put John Jones in a room with that woman, she's not walking out to make those allegations. He's beating her to a bloody pulp because John Jones is the best ever. So yeah, he's the pound for pound best. He's the number 1 pound for pound fighter ever. And there's no fucking debate. It is the stupidest fucking argument to ever make if you think John Jones is not the number 1 pound for pound fighter. You're just hating on John Jones because you don't like his personal life. But you can't deny, no one puts a beating on women like John Jones. He's different. Even I could not. The slap that I generated was nothing compared to John Jones' 3-piece and a soda that he put on his wife's chin. Jones vs. Blachowicz would have been a banger. Like, you can't tell me Jones doesn't lose to Jan Blachowicz if he sticks around after the Reyes fight. Like, he dipped from light heavyweight after arguably losing like 2 fights in a row. Like, we'll look at the Santos fight real quick. Jones versus Santos. Like, the Reyes fight was just a clear win for Reyes. Let me see. I got to go back and rewatch that fight itself, but I'm just going to look on MMA decisions, see what people were thinking about it. Yeah, most people scored it for Jones. A couple of people scored at 47-48 Santos. Junichiro Kamijo scored at 48-47 for Santos. He won the first round on all scorecards. So Kamijo gave him the first, second, and fourth. Mike Bell gave Santos the first and fifth. And then Derek Clearly gave Santos the first and fourth. So yeah. Kaio's a little overhyped. I could see Cannonier winning, but I'll probably pick Borralho. I don't know, man. I think Jan beats him, to be honest. Like, I mean, Jones could take him down, but I don't know. Jones did not lose to Santos. No, I think he lost to Reyes. Yeah, he did lose to Reyes, 100%. 2020 Blachowicz would have chopped Jones in half with a leg kick. Like, I know that obviously it wasn't the same Reyes that showed up. I know it wasn't the same Reyes that showed up against Blachowicz that did against Jones. But, like, you can't tell me that, like, if the Blachowicz that fought Reyes fights the Jones that fought Reyes, Jones is literally getting KO'd. Like, that's just happening. Jones beat Santos 100% below Reyes, yeah. Dana glazing John Jones. I don't know, bro. It's weird. He's gay. Volkov is what heavyweight John Jones would be, at least with the striking. I think Jones would have subbed John. He could have. Like, maybe extends it, doesn't get KO'd on the feet. Take a high elbow, John Jones ain't the GOAT. I might do that's why I hate it, because it's like there's no clear GOAT. I know people say Jones, but like if you're gonna pick someone, you kind of got to go with Jones. But yeah. Am I crazy for saying Jones low-key beats Aspinall? Ban this dude from the chat for such a terrible take. Ban Ragdoll MMA just time him out for 5 minutes. Give him time to think about what he's done. I like the race to Fort Jones. The race to Fort Jones to the Garbrandt that fought Cruz. Yeah, fair enough. What do you think is the best case scenario for 307? Best case scenario is they get either Pereira on there or they get Bilal Shavkat. They get Pantoja versus like Kaya Sakura as like a co-main. And then they add like another big fight to the card. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario is we get fucking Pena versus Pennington main event, and then they just add some other fights to the card to make it a bit like bearable. and we get like a decent like top 5 co-main event fight. Yeah. Do you think Shavkat beats Bilal? Yes, I do think Shavkat beats Bilal. I would pick him to win that fight. Smith vs. Reyes official? Yeah, it's official for December, which is weird that they're booking fights that far in advance because it's fucking August right now. So September, October. Bro, they're booking a fight for 4 months away. They're booking that fight on 4 months' notice, but they haven't booked, like, they haven't finalized fights on some, like, they haven't even booked the main for 307, but they're booking fights for December. Like, what the fuck? 16-week training camp is crazy. You know, I've had the best camp of my life. You know, 16 weeks. I got to take a holiday in between. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing there. I mean, they were probably just in the talks to fight, and they're like, when can we make it? I would have put it on, like, the... Actually, no, don't put it on the John Jones undercard. They wouldn't do that, because then you would actually have to show highlights of Cannonier beating... Or not Cannonier. Why did I say Cannonier? Of Reyes beating Jones's ass. But it would be a cool fight. It would be funny to add that on the undercard as like the prelim headliner of Jones vs. Stipe. 4 months for an all... Yeah. I feel like Goat Lola Shavkat would be a crazy war. Askarov is out of retirement, is he? Askarov? My drunk dad saw Bilal on TV. I think he has genetic problems. Based. I think people are glazing Shavkat too much. Bilal could win, but I would pick Shavkat pretty comfortably, I think. He's too dangerous on the feet, and he actually goes for it, unlike Leon. Plus, he's got takedown defense. So it's like, do you think Bilal outstrikes Shavkat? Because I'm not confident Bilal takes down Shavkat and holds it there. Colby Usman 3 for 307. It's an idea. I don't think that would happen. I doubt that happens, but yeah. It's not a bad idea. I think there's a post I saw on Instagram the other day of this dude on Instagram. What's his name? MMA Theory, I think is his name. Let me see. On Instagram. MMA Theory, yeah. He did a post with like different ideas to save 307. So he said Aspinall versus Almeida, just to get a title fight on the card, even though it's undeserving for Almeida. It can just happen. Bilal versus Shavkat, Pantoja versus Asakura, Whaley versus Suarez, and the non-title options, Oliveira versus Colby, Oliveira versus Volk, Figgy versus Yarn, Usman versus Gary, Allen versus Emmett. Like, he just did a post, like, providing a bunch of options of shit that you could try and add to the card, which is not a bad idea. Like, it would be a bad main event, but, like, I wouldn't complain if they just booked Aspinall versus Almeida and we just get a free fucking Aspinall TKO win inside 2 minutes. Like, I wouldn't hate that. It wouldn't be great. It wouldn't be deserving. Charles versus Colby, like, if they main evented, it would be awful. Like, if they main event Pena versus Pennington, but then the rest of the card is Oliveira versus Colby co-main event, Aldo versus Batista feature fight, Movzar versus Sterling, and then Holland versus Curtis on the main card, plus like a couple other good prelim fights. Would that be enough? It wouldn't be good, but would that be like passable as a pay-per-view? Yes or no in chat? That's like the worst option with Pena versus Pennington main. But if they got Oliveira versus Colby co-main, obviously they got Aldo versus Batista already. They got they already have Holland versus Curtis. They already have Movzar versus Aljo. Is that a passable pay-per-view? Not a good pay-per-view, but a passable pay-per-view. Buckley has a YouTube channel with less than 1K subs. Interesting. It's not. I'm not saying that's good. In no way am I saying that is like a good card. But like, it's like a lot of the time when they do 2 pay-per-views in a month, one of them always ends up being mid. Like with 285 was incredible, and then 286 was mid. Like 286 had a feature fight of like Vittori versus Delizzi. Like, yeah. More passable than 3. Like, that would be a better pay-per-view than 301, like, name value-wise. Not 297. 297 would maybe just edge it out a little bit because of the main event. But 302, and 302 had a good main event. But, like, okay, let me change it to this. If the card for UFC 307 was okay. I'll read out this hypothetical card. If the card for 307 was Aspinall versus Almeida main event, just as a thing to happen, Pena versus Pennington co-main, Oliveira versus Colby feature fight, Aldo versus Batista second fight on the main card, Movzar versus Aljo opens up the main card, Holland versus Curtis prelim headliner, and then what other fights is on there? Almeida versus Pateri is already on there. UFC 307. Let me see. Sure, though. Okay, I'll read out the card that's on there right now. I'll read out what's every fight that's on there right now. So, right now, Aldo vs. Batista, Kayla Harrison vs. Ketlin Vieira, Movzar vs. Aljo, Curtis vs. Holland, Esparza vs. Pennington, Rodriguez vs. Lucindo, Almeida vs. Pateria. That's on there. That's on there right now. And if you add Aspinall versus Almeida, Pena vs. Pennington, which is basically confirmed, and then Oliveira vs. Colby, does that pass as a pay-per-view? That's a solid enough card. If you get a men's, or if you replace Aspinall vs. Almeida with Pantoja Asakura. If you do Pantoja vs. Asakura main, Pena Pennington co-main, Oliveira Colby feature fight, Aldo Batista, Aljo Movzar, and then the prelim fights would be like Holland Curtis, Harrison Vieira, Esparza vs. Pennington, Rodriguez, and then like the prelims would actually be decent. It would just be too many WMMA fights. But like Pantoja Asakura as a pay-per-view main event is not that good. But if you add another big contender fight, like a Oliveira versus Colby, Volk versus Oliveira, one of these ones, then you could make that work. That would pass. Yeah, they got both Penningtons fighting on the card. When are you planning on installing Lehman's in Europe? That card's actually, like that would actually be a solid card. I think like if you main event that with Pantoja Asakura, it wouldn't be great, but at least it's not women's MMA co-main. And if they wanted to save us from women's MMA, but what would you like? I'll say if you didn't do Pena versus Pennington on there, and instead you did Asakura Pantoja main event, and then Weili versus Suarez co-main, would that be much better? And then still you got like the Oliveira Colby or something like that. Or like a Figgy versus Yarn. If that was the card, if the card was Asakura Pantoja, Suarez versus Weili, Figgy versus Yarn, Aldo versus Batista, Movzar versus Aljo, that's a solid main card. Like that is a pretty solid, that is a better main card than 297, 301, 302, and arguably 303 as well. Because 303 was kind of a mid card if I'm thinking about it. That would actually be solid. There you go. That's a couple options that you could do. Like, I assume they're going to do Weili Suarez as like the co-main event. Nah, Ty didn't respond. I didn't expect him to, but yeah. I actually messaged Mikhaev the other day. I said, do you want to come on the channel for an interview? I hope you get re-signed, bro. And he's just like, thank you. And then he just didn't say anything else. So yeah. He read the part where I said, I hope you get re-signed. And then, because I kind of just said that to see if he would actually like come on for an interview, but he just said thank you. So yeah. No Mikhaev interview, unfortunately. Vinicius Oliveira vs. Talbot prediction. Oliveira, I like Oliveira a lot. He's very open on the feet. That's a very good fight. That's a very good fight. I would like that fight a lot. Not right now though, because I want them both to get like step ups and both like rise their way through the rankings because they're both like viable contenders. There you go. That's a poll for you. You guys vote on that. They could do Connor because his toe. They're not going to do Connor in Salt Lake City. That's not going to happen. I think Fizzy versus Dariush Wanderers. Yeah, or like if they added if they just stacked the fuck out of the undercard but had the shit main event, like if they had Pena versus Pennington main, but then like Fizzy versus Dariush, Buckley versus Wonderboy, Aldo versus Batista, Holland versus Curtis, Movza versus Sterling, Harrison versus Vieira. Like if they just had all of those fights and just stacked the undercard, would you accept a shit main event if like the rest of the card was like if like the early prelims were mid, but like the prelims and main card were all like top 10 fights or like top 15 fights? Would you accept like a shitty main event? Are you excited about the real African champ defeating the Kiwi? I hope. Yeah. They're talking about the Usyk fight. Fair enough. I do think Usyk will win. Dana, impression on why John Jones should be US president? Guys, you. I gotta tell you about John Jones. Like I know I've been supporting Donald Trump, but like, and Trump is a badass guy, right? But if you're thinking about who can take our country in the best direction forward, it's John Jones. John Jones is a badass fighter. He's a fearless leader. He's a great husband to me. And he's just the greatest fighter of all time and the pound for pound number one. So there's no reason. It's the dumbest fucking take you could ever have to say that John Jones should not be the president of the United States. You're just hating on John Jones if you don't think that should happen. Because he's the best ever. Have you asked your source about 307? Nah, I haven't. I could though. I think a lot of people don't fucking know what. I think the 307 is very like under wraps. Like no one really knows what the fuck they're doing. I don't think the UFC even knows what they're doing. I asked him about who Gene Silva's fighting. He hasn't responded. Because was that a good impression, chat? But no, I asked my source who Gene Silva's fighting. He hasn't responded yet. Because Gene Silva said he's got fight news. So yeah, the GOAT is back. I'm definitely doing a fight companion for Gene Silva when he fights. Why is no one talking about the fact Barnett versus Cortez Acosta? Yeah, I know. It's when is that happening? It's sometime in the future. Better card and a bad main, better than great main and shit card. Yeah, facts, bro. Like, would you rather one incredible fight on the card? Like, would you rather Conor versus Chandler, but with like, or like a very solid main event, like a Conor versus Chandler, but like the co-main event was fucking like Holly Holm versus Myra Bueno Silva rematch? Or would you rather like Pena versus Pennington, but then you get like fucking 6 or 7 top 15 fights underneath it? I just go to sleep instead of watching the main event. Yeah, because then it gives you something to actually watch the rest of the card about instead of having to sit through garbage for the main event. I think Dana's hyping up Jones because of his contract. Maybe. I think they have to deal. They have a deal with. Yeah, they have to do a pay per view in Salt Lake. They're gonna pull something out of their ass. They might do some fucking non-title main event. Like they might main event like an Oliveira versus like Volkanovski. They might do that, or like or a Colby versus Oliveira, or one of these. Like if they can't find a title fight to add, they might just main event Colby Oliveira. Like would that pass, guys? If they main evented the card with Colby versus Oliveira, 5 rounds, and then Pena versus Pennington co-main, and then they had or even if that wasn't on the card, and then just had the rest of the card that they've got right now. Because I'm still like 90% sure Buckley's fighting Wonderboy. Because that dude changed his fucking profile picture to him with like the Khabib hat on. Plus, he said he's got fight news. Plus, Wonderboy also said he's got fight news. I know Colby doesn't deserve it, but that would be a good enough. Volk's a good shout, yeah. Like you could do a Volk versus Oliveira. Would you rather Volk versus Oliveira or Colby versus Oliveira as a fight to main event 307? If they had to do that, if the UFC put up a poll right now and said, would you guys rather Volk versus Oliveira or Colby versus Oliveira as a main event? What would you say? Volk 100%? Yeah, I figured Volk. I would say Volk too for sure. Although I kind of don't want to see either. I don't want to see either one of them lose. So I might say Colby Oliveira just because I'm pretty confident Oliveira beats Colby. Because I don't want to see Volk or Oliveira lose. So I might be like, okay, I'll just risk Oliveira losing to Colby, but then at least not both of them lose, or one of them loses definitely. If Canada, I'm gonna do a fight. You guys are gonna be seeing a fair bit of me in the next couple of weeks because I'm gonna stream for the Cannonier versus Baralio card. I'm gonna stream for the Brady versus Burns card. I'll stream for the Royval versus Tyra card, and I'll stream for the Michelle Pereira versus Fluffy Hernandez card. So the next Apex cards are actually pretty solid. So I'll stream for all of those. I would love to stream for the Paris card, but it's gonna be at fucking 5 in the morning, and I'll just be so dead, and I don't know if I can do that because yeah. Vivek, what a dumbass take. What did Vivek say? What did Vivek say? What the fuck is Vivek Volk 100%? What did he say? My hot take is Volk beats Ilya in a rematch. I do not think Volk beats Ilya in a rematch. I would love to see it, but it's unfortunate. Guru's jealous of me? Yeah, exactly, but he's jealous of my 9.6k subs. You're gonna become rich off this channel soon. I hope so, bro. Once I get fucking monetized, I'll start getting ad money, and we're gonna get and I'll be able to increase my setup. Once we get ad money, I can fucking get a better setup and not just have the shittiest fucking tiny ass mic. I'm gonna make the Apex. I need to make the Apex 100 video. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Toad. I was thinking about that before. I need to find the time to do that because I'm pretty sure they already have a card booked for that for Apex 100, but they don't have like a main event or whatever. So yeah, I've got a video being edited up right now. I've got a video being edited up right now where I'm picking one fighter. Take the guru approach and don't improve your setup. Fair enough. But I've got a video right now where I'm cutting one fighter from each division. I'm picking one fighter from each division to cut, and I've recorded the video already. It's just getting edited a little bit. So yeah, that video should be coming out maybe tomorrow or something. But it's a ranked fighter. It's a ranked fighter. So it's like I'm saying I'm making it a difficult video because I'm saying like you're picking one top 50 because like it's based off the Makayev situation. Like I'm picking one ranked fighter per division to cut. So obviously I don't think all of the fighters that I'm picking should actually be cut, but yeah. You guys will see. Open up a PO box. I'm not trying to open up a PO box. I do not trust you guys. Weston Wilson isn't horrible, but I was giving Brito and Silva. Yeah, fair. Like, Weston Wilson might actually be a good fighter. You never know. Like, bro only lost to Joe Anderson, Brito, and Gene Silva. So, like, he might not be that bad. I would send something nice to the PO box. I would not trust any single one of you to send me anything nice in the PO box, but I already know that. That would be funny though. Open up a PO box and then you guys can send me shit and I'll open it up on stream. That'd low-key be funny. I might do that after 10k. Like that could actually be jokes. I don't think any of you would actually send me anything properly though. You would just send me some like random fucking a little Anthrax never heard anybody. That would be funny though. Do like a live stream opening up shit that you guys send me. Can I send you a dead fish in the mail? I'm not sending a dead fish in the mail, bro. I'm not trying to. Because one of you would fucking send me something that would get like checked by security. Like they would get checked by customs and I would get fucking arrested. I'm going to send you Jank Bateco. I don't know why I read that as something that would like sound weird. But that would actually be a jokes idea. Should I'm gonna put up a poll. I know you guys are all gonna say yes anyway. You're gonna get swatted like Guru. That would be atrocious. I know you guys are all gonna say yes, but should I do live streams opening? That would be very funny. That would make for very good content as well. Like a week, and then I could just upload it. I could just upload it as a and then I could just upload it as like a video on my channel. Like it would give me a free weekly it would give me a free weekly video to do opening up your gifts or whatever that you guys send. None of you would send anything valuable, of course. You would all just send random fucking shit that would try and get me arrested. Make a video, and I would not eat any. If you guys sent me food, I would not eat food. Anyone who sends me either food or drink, I would not fucking taste that or not have that at all because I know you guys will try and fucking poison me. Would you fight MMA Shay? Sure. I'll give you an Anzac biscuit laced in laxative. What the fuck? Okay, chill. Diego Lopez, I just looked up what you fucking meant. Fuck out of here. You need to stream more. I will stream more. Make a video on your goat list. I'm going to do a goat list video. I'm going to do a goat list video. I'm going to do a boat list video, best of all time. I'm going to do a... Search it up. Jank Batek. I'll... Wait, I'll show you guys. I'll share my screen. How do I share screen? Share screen. This is what the person said he's gonna send me. What the fuck is this? What the fuck am I looking at? That image is actually fucking cursed. What the fuck? Alright, fuck out of here. That's what the person said they were gonna send me. Volk vs Oliveira prediction. I could see Oliveira winning that. Just because Volk might be a bit shitty at this point, but I would probably lean towards. I'd probably lean towards Volk. That would be jokes though if I opened up a PO box for you guys to send me shit. Left lane versus 5th round Shamil, who wins? I think I win via non having cardiac arrest. I'll send you the Canadian version of Tim Tams. I just would not trust. It looks like Cerudo. I would not trust any of you to send me like food. Because I just know that people have been sent shit before and it's like they put stuff in it or whatever. So I just would not trust you. I also could see main event like Armin versus someone for an interim belt if they can't get Islam in there. Like, and then not because they would normally do that, but just because like if they need someone to main event a card. Are you Swiss? Are you from Switzerland? Armin versus Gamrot too. I just wouldn't try. Like, I would be more than happy to eat candy from your country if I actually fucking knew that it wasn't poison. But I just wouldn't trust you guys to not send me something dodgy. Maybe you would have to send a note. You'd have to send a note with the food saying which like user it was from, and I would decide whether I trust that person. I would decide whether I trust the person. Armin's suspended until October 13th. Yeah, so he can't fight it. Would you trust me? Probably. Armin suspended until so then maybe they can't do Armin. Maybe they try and lift the suspension, but like they might try and do like an interim title with someone. I'll send you tradition Chilean recipes. All right, sick. Live streams, keep it up. Yeah, I like these live streams. This is fun. We're just yapping. 10K soon. Yeah, I'm gonna do a 10K live stream as well, and then we'll do the gayest fighters tier list. Give me some other video ideas in chat, guys. I need to do this UFC Apex card builder. I need to do the UFC Apex card builder. UFC Apex 100 card builder, where I just build like the most amazingly mid card ever. The hate comments one. I can't really be fucked doing the hate. Like the hate comments one is a funny video, but I feel like that's something I could do like on stream. Not like I can't be fucked going back to because I don't screenshot all the comments. Like I could go back to like my community posts, but like I can't be fucked going back to all the I could do like on stream videos where like where we do like a tier list or some shit on stream. That would be cool. I could do a members of chat tier list. Do it for 10k stream. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do like a hate comments. I could do like a hate comments tier list on stream. Like I wouldn't upload it as like an individual video, but I could do that. And then again, once I get fucking monetized, I'll probably do like a members. I'll do a members thing. I'll open up a members tier for like members streams, and then like you guys can give video, like members can give video ideas, and I'll upload those video ideas for members. I could do that, and then get Right Lane to post it like stream highlights. Yeah, exactly. I also need a streamer to provide that fucking guy with more clips, because if I only stream like once every 2 weeks, he's never gonna have a video to upload. So I kind of got to stay live for longer to yeah. Like there's so many different things he could have clipped from this stream. I don't think he's in here today, but he'll probably see that the stream happened and go back and watch it. Fighters most likely to watch WNBA. Who's new here in chat? Yeah, type if you're new in chat, guys. Type if you're not a regular member of the stream. The femboy debate. The femboy debate is ridiculous, but I still stand on my take. But we're not going to revisit that one. You're not MGAL Productions. You're not a new. No, Charles. Neither of you guys are new members of chat. I know both of you. You've looked up some stuff. What have you looked up? I would hit a hot femboy. No, so for those who weren't in the stream, I think it was last week. The debate was: would you rather fuck a dude that looked like it's a guy, but they look like Polyana Viana, but they just have a dick, or would you rather fuck a chick? So it's a good. She's got a pussy, but it looks like fucking Verna Jandaroba. Like, and we said that it's more gay, or like they look like fucking Bilal Muhammad. Like, would you rather fuck Bilal Muhammad with a pussy or Polyana Viana with a dick? That was the debate that we were having last week. So yeah, that was the debate. It was pretty 50-50 in the I put up a poll. It was actually pretty 50-50. Like I'm talking body of like Bilal Muhammad, everything about Bilal Muhammad that is currently there, just that absolute abomination, but it's got a pussy. Or everything about Polyana Viana, but there's just a dick there. Like, what would you... I asked a girl once to wear a paper bag. It didn't go well. I don't imagine that would have gone well. That was the debate that we were having on stream last week. It was a very interesting debate. Yeah. John Jones voted for Joe Biden. John Jones, look. I know I've been supporting Donald Trump, but if John Jones voted for Joe Biden, then I've got to vote for Joe Biden because John Jones just knows what he's doing. Like, it's not even just like the look. It's not even just the face. I'm talking like the body of Bilal Muhammad, everything about Bilal right now, but you just give Bilal a pussy. Compared to everything about Viana right now, but you give it a dick. So it's not like just the face. If it was just the face and like the chick that, like the dude, or the chick that was clapped but had a good body but just a bad face, it's not that. It's like everything about the dude but with a pussy compared to everything about the chick but with a dick. That was the debate. So yeah. Oi, subscribe to the fucking channel if you haven't already as well. Like the stream too. Trying to hit 10k. Trying to hit 10k by the end of August is a pretty... that's a pretty fucking reasonable... I think that's a reasonable timeline. That's like just over 300... Like, how many subs? That we would need 335 more subs in about 20 days. That's doable. That's very doable. I'm subscribed with both my accounts, mate. All right, cheers, bro. Yeah, if you guys have any fucking second accounts, you guys all make a second account. I don't care if that's basically like subscriber botting. I don't give a fuck. We've got to get to 10k before end of August. Have you ever visited an ancient Pakistani goon cave? No, I have not. But yeah. So guys, give me more video ideas that I have to. I reported you for bullying on all 5 of my accounts. All right, but guys, give me video ideas to do. I gotta put these down in my notes. So right now, I've already got the Apex 100 video. I've got maybe like a fight IQ tier list. Like I'll save that for a rainy day. GOAT list. I reckon I'll do GOAT list, top 15 strikers, top 15 grapplers. I'm gonna do like one of those like representative of every martial art video, like or like the best of like each style in each division or something like that. I'm gonna do a matchmaking the top 15 of every division video as well. I'll do that at some point. Like those will all be individual videos, like flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight, all the way up. Top 15 most sped fighters. I could redo some of the videos I've done before. Like I could do some like I could bring back like the autism tier list or the ugliest fighters tier list, one of them ones. Or like a top 15 most ugliest fighters or some shit like that. BMF of every division and a matchup for each one. Like a BMF title. Is that a good idea, chat? Do a BMF I'm not doing WMA fighters who would give the best head. That's just not gonna be a video. Oh, that's something we can discuss on stream, but that's not a video that I'm publicly posting. But yeah, what would is that a good idea, chat? Would you guys enjoy doing like a BMF title fight for each division? If you say yes, I'll do that as a video. I'll do that. All right. BMF fight for each division. Who would have a worse chin, Schnell or Jank Pateco? Probably Schnell. Top 15 best. I'm gonna do I might do like a mental illness tier list or something. Like top 15 fight or like fighters with mental illnesses or fighters with like mental disabilities or some shit like that tier list. Twerk in the live stream opening. I'm good though. I already did the put the fries in the bag. I already did the put the fries in the bag tier list. Not tier. Yeah, I did that tier list already. Tony Ferguson #1. So yeah, what do you guys reckon? Do a mental illness tier list? We're going like Sean Strickland, John Jones, Tony Ferguson, these kind of guys, or just like the most retarded fucking fighters, I guess. Cannibal tier list, crash out tier. Yeah, Gene Silva. What's it called? Who else? Pereira with his shaman magic. Izzy's definitely got a few fucking things wrong in the head. Moreno's got autism. You know, I could do all that. Cap as well. Yeah. I'm doing the gay tier list already. I'm gonna do that at 10k. I'm gonna do that at 10k. Most likely to be on dating on substances tier list. I could do like a drug addict tier list. That's actually not a bad idea. Do a drug addict tier list. You should find something similar to the Dagestani hierarchy to do. Yeah, true. I don't look like James Charles, bro. Fuck out of here. Let's discuss the meat size bit. I'm not doing a meat sizes tier list, bro. Fuck out of here. That's a good idea. Yeah, I had that plan a while ago. I was gonna do I'm gonna do this is a really good idea. I'm gonna do a what was this chat that you deleted? You look like James Charles here. Fuck out of here. I don't look like James Charles. Controversy tier list. That's actually not a bad idea as well. I'm not doing a meat sizes tier list. Don't worry. What else? I was gonna do like a fighters side quest tier list, like UFC fighters. Let's bring this laptop closer. Like UFC fighters just doing side quests tier lists, like Oliveira horse racing. What's it called? Like Korean Zombie going on the singing thing. DDP doing the Masked Singer. John Jones patrolling around the streets of New Mexico looking for homeless people. I don't know. Like that kind of thing. That's a solid idea, I reckon. Marab just doing like a random Sambo tournament. Pat Barry capturing children. Alex Pereira getting rape allegations. No, I'm kidding. Um, Izzy touching dogs. Like I don't know. I'll do like a side quest tier list. Add Jank Bateco with the belt to your channel banner. I could do that, but I'll probably pass. Most boring fighters. I could do a most boring fighters tier list. I'm gonna do this though. Side quest. Like Sean Strickland's just doing random side quests. Um, Prate's gonna be champ. I hope so, but I think he's gonna smoke Li Jingliang. As much as I like the Leech, I reckon Prate's gonna smoke him. I might do like a top 15 favorite fighters tier list. I could do that. That's a solid video. Do a video matchmaking the worst possible fights. Making like the most boring fight in each division. Is that what you're saying? I think I might have done that already. Make a video on the fighting nerds. If Baralio beats Cannonier, I might. I've already done a heap of prospects videos, so I'm probably not going to do another one of those for a while. What am I looking at? Yeah, look, I'll probably do a favorite fighters tier list. Or top 15 favorite fighters. Most overhated fighters tier list. I could do that. I could do most overhated fighters. Complete comprehensive crimes tier list. I think I did that. I did a fighters most likely to commit crimes, and then I just put all the black fighters in robbery. Like I did like different tiers for like what they would commit or whatever, or like what fighters or what crimes they have commit, and I just put all the black fighters in robbery. Most annoying YouTuber tier list. I could do that. Cheaters tier list. Matchmake two fighters with the worst cardio together. Fair enough. But yeah, I could do like a what's another video I could do? Let me think. Guessing fighters' body counts is crazy. I'm not doing that. I could redo the I could do another video like fighters as politicians, like which fighters I can see doing like politics and shit, going being president or some shit like that. Could do that. Ortega type cheating, but Leon type cheating. Oh yeah, like the people who cheat inside the cage. Okay, yeah, fair enough. That's not a bad idea. Fighters who could. Okay, fuck off. Gene Silva could give a good political speech. True. Song Kanan becomes the leader of the PPC. Fair enough. Most likely to sleep with Nina Drama tier list. Yeah. Ty's gonna KO Rosenstrike. I could see it. I could see it. I hope it happens. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a fighters jobs tier list too. Or not fighters jobs, like not tier list, sorry, like saying which jobs I think fighters would do outside. Ty's gonna get KO'd for ignoring left lane. Yeah, fuck Ty, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna do a like what jobs would fighters have. Jinsil would take 20 minutes to walk to the podium at the rally. True. Fuck. Yeah. I'll do that. Fighters' jobs if they weren't fighting. Fight IQ ranking. Yeah, I could do that. Top 2 best Canadian fighters of all time. It would be a short video, my friend. Gene Silva would give the most emotional Mussolini speech. True. What school majors would fighters study in? I could do a video like guessing like their overall IQ. I could do a tier list a tier list of like where I think actual fighters' IQ would rank. That's a good idea. I'll do that. That's a funny video. IQ, general IQ. So not like fight IQ in the cage, but like I'll do like a tier list. Like S tier will be like 130 plus, like genius IQ. It would be like 110 to like 130. I could do like 100 to like 110. Do like 80 to 100, and then like bottom tier would be like below like 80 IQ. I reckon that's actually a really good idea. Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz would probably fit somewhere in the lower range, I would guess. But yeah, I could do that. I could definitely do that. If Gene Silva didn't have fighting, he'd definitely become a dictator. Can we talk about how much of a Chad Gene Silva is? Bro literally said he broke both of his hands in the fight with Doba, which took place on the 13th of July. It's now the 10th of August, and this fuckhead said he's got a fight book. Bro's actually on crack. Swear. Gene Silva's the best. I'm doing a favorite fighters video. He's definitely going to be up there. All of them would be Trump except for like Chris Curtis. And also, he said he had a top 15 fight booked like a couple weeks ago. We didn't hear anything about it for a bit. Then, like a week later, he said he broke both of his hands. So I'm like, okay, that fight's obviously not happening. But now he's apparently like got the fight booked or some shit like that. Like, he's now got a fight booked. So crazy. Also, let it be known we're not counting other fighters. We're only okay. We're gonna basically do what the Dagestanis. We're gonna do what the Dagestanis do with their fighters, where they be like, "See, brother, Umar Nurmagomedov, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Usman Nurmagomedov, all three of them together, brother, 64-0 undefeated." We're gonna do that with the fighting nerds in the UFC. We're not counting fucking Kainan Kushevsky. We're not counting the dickheads that come along and lose their debut. We're only counting Baralho, Prates, Rufi, and Gene Silva. And then like Icaro Brito's fighting on Contender Series. So we're going to count him too if he gets in the UFC. But like we're not counting Bruno Brazil. We're not counting anyone with losses. That's basically you're watching Misfits instead of UFC tomorrow. I could see Oliveira's not fighting man. Oliveira's shootbox. Oliveira's from shootbox. Soccer the gayest sport. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. But like Bryce versus Gene Silva, I think would probably be pretty likely. If that happens, Bryce Mitchell's gonna fucking die. He's gonna get smoked. We only count fighting nerds, not the Gene Silva victims in sparring. Yeah, like there's two types of fighting nerds. There's the actual like good fighters, and then there's just the random bodies in the gym. Like you already know, Kainan Krashevsky is getting fucking scissor sweep, fucking flying heel kicked by Mauricio Hufi. I'm pretty sure Mauricio Hufi also said he's got fight news coming soon. So we got Baralho fighting in a couple weeks. We got we got Prates fighting next week. Baralho's fighting the week after, and now we're gonna probably get Gene Silva fight news soon, and then Mauricio Hufi fight news soon. So yeah, these fighting nerds are actually elite. You're missing out on the greatest main events of all time. Polo takes on March and tomorrow. I'm gonna stream tomorrow, guys. So yeah. AI generated. Wait, did you know that there's an AI generates book about the UFC that has 5 different sections on Santiago Ponzinibbio? Interesting. That's an interesting statistic. But yeah. Do what sports fighters would play. I could do that. What card Gene Silva would be on? I really hope he's not in the Apex. That would be very disappointing. Am I your friend? Yeah, sure, but you're my friend. Going to sleep soon because it's late. Have a great stream. All right, see you, bro. Next few Apex cards are actually good. Yeah, the next 4 Apex cards I'm gonna go. The August 24th one, the whole card isn't great. Like it's got Magni versus Morales on there, but the rest of the card's kind of mid. But I'll go live for all these Apex cards coming up. I won't be live for 30. I won't be live next week for 305 because I'm having mates over. But I'll be live for Cannonier Baralio. Then there's a week break, and then there's Brady vs Burns. I'll be live for that, and then there's the Sphere card, and then there is if Gene Silva's on 307, then the card is saved. Fact. Then there's the 306 card. I won't be live for that. Then I think there's another week break, and then there's then the Paris card, and then after that it's 307, and then Tyler versus Royval, and then Pereira versus Hernandez, and then Abu Dhabi. Bro, that run is actually nuts. The run from it's going to be 305, Cannonier Baralio, Burns Brady, 306, Moicano versus BSD in Paris, 307, Tyra versus Royval, Pereira versus Hernandez, and then Abu Dhabi. It's actually nuts run. What's up, kid? What's up, kid? How are you, buddy? Look at the October 19th Apex card. It's stacked. Yeah, I know. It's really good. It's got Pereira versus Hernandez, Font versus Kyler Phillips, Charles Johnson versus Sumaderji, Mateus Nicolau versus Asuel Mbayev, Rebellis de Spain versus Austin Lane. It's got some good fights on it. Even though I like Michelle Pereira and Fluffy Hernandez versus Michelle Pereira is a sick fight, arguably Font versus Phillips should be the main event. Rob Font versus Phillips should be the main event, just because like that's more likely to go 5 rounds. Whereas like Pereira versus Fluffy really doesn't need 5 rounds. It's just like it's gonna be a sick fight, but it doesn't need. It won't go past 3 rounds. So yeah. Thoughts on Delici ranked below Smith? It's really weird. I don't know what they're doing. Same with Holloway Gaethje. Like, I don't know how you beat someone and don't be ranked above them. I'm picking probably Hamza, but I want Whittaker to win. I just got the vibe Hamza to win, but I hope Whittaker gets it done. But yeah, I'll definitely be going live for some of these cards. October 12th is horrible except main event. Yeah, the October 12th one's not great, but Tyra vs. Royval is like a sick main event, so it kind of makes up for it. Versus Brandon Royval. Let me look this one up. Sherdog. Let me find it. But yeah, no. So you'll get me live for the. Obviously there'll be the week break in between the Baralio fight and then the Burns Brady fight. But you'll get me back-to-back weeks for those. Then you won't see me again until the Tyra versus Royval fight. But then I'll be live again the next week after that. I do kind of want to go live for the Paris card because that is a sick fucking card. And it's got like 2 of my favorite fighters on there, BSD and then Amavov. Amavov's not one of my favorites, but he's like I like him a lot. He's probably one of my favorite middleweights behind like Whittaker. I don't know why, and Michelle Pineda. I really just like Amavov a lot. But let me see. What's this Revolver's Tyra card? Let's read this out. So Revolver's Tyra main event: Grant Dawson versus Rafa Garcia, Tavares versus Young Park, McKenna versus Poliana Viana. That's a pants around the ankles fight. Pat Sabatini versus unknown fighter. Temba Garimba versus Nico Price. Abdul Razak Al Hassan versus Josh Friend. Chian Jokawani versus Jared Gooden. Clayton Carpenter versus Lewis Rocker. How many fights is that? That's 9. That's only 9 fights. So they gotta add some fights to that one for sure. Hopefully we get some good stuff there. But yeah, what am I looking up here? Amavov's most underrated middleweight right now. Amavov is very underrated. I know everyone's like, man, Anthony Anthony Hernandez is the dark horse of middleweight, man. Like, sorry, bro, you're not the dark horse of middleweight if everyone's saying you're the fucking dark horse of middleweight. Like, Anthony Hernandez is a great fighter, but like, you can't be the dark horse of a division when everyone is saying you're the dark horse of the division. Imagine Hamzat beats, or if Hamzat beats Whittaker, do you think he gets a title shot over Strickland? I do think they would give it to Hamzat over Strickland. Amavov beats Izzy. I agree. Have you watched the edit I made of you? Yeah, I did. It's a very good edit. I wouldn't mind Amavov beating Izzy right now, to be honest. Mixing the grappling, he's good on the feet, precise striking as well. I want to put up a poll. I'm going to put up some polls for these next couple main events. Right. Start a poll. Who wins? Hey, when I go live for when Gene Silva fights, I might do this for Borrello too. I'll get a pair of glasses and I'll wear the Fighting Nerds glasses, mate. I'll have to support the cause when Gene Silva fights again. If I do a fight companion for that, I'm out of his top 4, but everyone forgets about it because it was an early stoppage. Yeah, but like I don't think people realize like he was gonna win that fight. I know it's a bit early stoppage, right? But like he low key was. I'll wear some glasses for the next time. For every time the Fighting Nerds fight, I'll wear the glasses. If I didn't have school, but because Contender Series starts next weekend or next week. If I didn't have school, I would do a live stream for Ikaro Brito, because he's one of the Fighting Nerds guys too. I wouldn't mind doing some live streams for the Contender Series fights, but I'm gonna be at school because it's always on Tuesday, so I'm at school for those fights. But yeah. I'll do like a shorts. I'll upload like a YouTube shorts reaction maybe. Kyle is the weak link of the Fighting Nerds. It's crazy to say that as like given that he's the only one who's currently ranked out of all of them. But yeah, honestly, out of all of them, I actually have like the lowest ceiling for him, to be honest. All right, I'll end this poll. End poll. I'm gonna do polls for all of them. Start poll. I can't be fucked. All right. Who wins? But like low key, yeah. After round 1, I remember because we watched that fight live. Obviously, if you know, you know. If you remember what happened, but like Cannonier had some success holding him up against the cage. He landed some decent shots. And then apart from that, Imavov was just shooting him up a range a little bit. Like Imavov looked way quicker. He was way more precise. Cannonier was just a bit too physical for him in the clinch. But even like Imavov started taking him down as the fight went on. I do think Imavov is very good. I think he's going to beat Brendan Allen easily. Is a hype job. The UFC feeds him garbage strikers. That's why I could see Cannonier beating Borrello, to be honest. But I'm just going to keep picking these Fighting Nerds guys until they lose, to be honest. Like, I'll pick Borrello probably. If he loses, I'll probably not pick him in his next fight. Because, like, the logical pick is kind of Cannonier. But, like, coming off that loss, early stoppage or whatever, but still probably pretty frustrated. I don't think he's going to be getting any better. Plus, I think Borrello can take Cannonier down as well. But I don't think Borrello is that good. If you look at Borrello's strike compared to Gene Silva, Hoofy, and then Prates, like you can tell he's clearly not the best striker, but he's got good grappling. Well, he's got decent grappling. Does Strickland beat Imavov in a rematch? Does Strickland beat Imavov in a rematch if they're at middleweight this time? At middleweight, when Strickland doesn't have as much weight on him, I think Strickland can still win that fight pretty comfortably in the later rounds. But if Strickland, most of his success in that fight, he did have a lot of success on the feet, but like most of his success was just holding Imavov up against the cage and beating him up in the clinch. Like that's a lot of what Strickland did because he had like 15 pounds on him because he came in at 205. Imavov came in at like 195. So, yeah. I'm going to end this poll. We ranked the failed hype trains. I've done like the fraud checks tier list before though, so it's kind of a bit too similar to that. Yeah, that's the thing why I think like a guy like Drickus would beat. Like I think Amavov beats Drickus easily on the feet, but that's kind of why I think like a guy like Drickus could beat Amavov because he would just hold him against the fence. But that's why I'd be more confident picking Amavov against Izzy than like Amavov against Drickus because Izzy's not going to hold him up against the fence that much. But like I could see Drickus just holding him up against the fence being a bit too physical for him. But like when Amavov's at range and once he's kind of got his reads and he's like settled into the fight, he's very fucking good on the feet. Yeah. If Borrello beat Jared, fight Vittori? No, because Vittori's behind Jared. So if he beats if Borrello beats Cannonier, he's probably looking at like Whitaker with a loss to Hamza or like Drickus with a loss to Izzy or something like that. Am I the only one who thinks Strickland beats Whitaker? That's not a bad take. I wouldn't mind that take. 5 rounds, it's pretty close. I think 3 rounds I'd comfortably go Whitaker, but 5 or maybe not comfortable, but like 5 rounds I could see Strickland winning. The Izzy fight is do or die for DDP. I don't see anyone beating him if he gets past Izzy. No, I think there's guys that could because I think Strickland could beat him in a rematch. I think I think Whitaker in a rematch, if he doesn't just shit the bed and get dropped with a jab, could win. I'm going to end poll for that one. And then I'll put up one more poll. Start a poll. Blachowicz vs Almeida at light heavyweight. Who wins? Probably Blachowicz, but Almeida is just very fucking large, so he could just win that fight easily by taking him down. But I don't know. Drickus, Hamza. What? Sorry. But yeah, who do you guys think Gene Silva's fighting? Because he said he's got fight news. So who do you reckon he's got? I reckon they'd give him a ranked guy, to be honest. I don't think they would give him another unranked fighter. It would be pretty unfortunate if he did, because I want to see him climb up the rankings. But yeah, Bryce is my guess. That's a solid guess too, because Ige's fighting. It could be Barboza, and they're just gonna kill Barboza and be mean. Who else? Let me look at the rankings. Bryce is my guess. If it's not Bryce, I would guess it would be. It wouldn't be Giga or Allen. They just fought. Cater just got injured and pulled out of a fight. It wouldn't be Alge or Movzar. They're booked. Not Murphy. It's not Lopez. So it's either Bryce Mitchell or Barboza. If it's a ranked opponent, it's unless they're giving him Emmett, which I doubt. If it's not Emmett, then it's a ranked guy. It's either Bryce Mitchell or Barboza. Because Ige's booked, Murphy's booked, Lopez is booked, Giga just fought, Cater just pulled out of a fight injured, Aljo's booked, Emmett's not booked, so it could be Emmett. I mean, I don't think it would be anyone past Movzar. If they did the Emmett fight, that would be fucking sick. That would be amazing if that was the fight. If that fight was on 307, I don't care what the main event is, the card's saved. He beats Emmett. I think he would beat Emmett too. Emmett's really not that good. And look, bro, you're looking at how Gene Silva was avoiding punches from Dober. You're looking at how he's getting out of the way of punches from Dober, I don't think Emmett catches him. Emmett only really KOs people when they just stand in front of him like a retard and have no defense. Gene Silva's movement and defense is actually sick. Silva's going to beat everybody? Exactly, bro. Like, just looking down the rankings, though, like, let's see, who would I pick Silva to lose to? Like, he beats Barboza, he beats Ige, beats Mitchell. Lopez fight's very interesting, but I think he beats Lopez on the feet, and I love Diego Lopez. I just think he wins that on the feet, to be honest. I think he beats Lerone Murphy. I think he beats Giga. I think he beats Cater at this stage. I don't think Aljo takes him down, and I think he whoops Aljo on the feet. I think he beats Emmett. If Movza doesn't take him down, he's getting smoked on the feet. Allen's a good fight. Allen right now, I think I could see him winning that fight by decision on damage, just because I don't like the idea of Silva fighting guys with no hands, though. Like, who would you guys pick, Silva or Arnold Allen? I'd pick Silva based on damage in a decision, because I think he could land the shots and his defense is pretty solid. Yair is a really good fight. That's a close one. If it was Silva versus Yair at 307, then that is the fucking main event of the card. I don't care. Imagine they're just giving the biggest fucking jump up ever. To be fair, they did give they gave Lopez Ortega after beating Sadiq Youssef. I would pick Gene Silva. Honestly, not even I don't think it's even that crazy of a take. At this stage, I might even pick Gene Silva against Ortega. To be honest, at this stage. And then obviously I'd have to pick Holloway. I'd have to pick Ilya. I low-key could see him catching Volk. I could see him catching Volk. And KO and Volk. I think I'd probably pick it. I'd probably at this stage, until we see him fight like another top 15 guy. Like if he goes out there, fights if he fights Emmett next and just KOs Emmett in a round, then I'm probably picking this dude against literally anyone in the division. Like if he just KOs Emmett in a round, I probably pick this dude against Ilya. Like that might, like, if he does that. But if he fights like Bryce Mitchell and wins like a TKO in like round 2 or 3, then I'll be like, okay, I pick him against pretty much everyone. But at this stage, you got to pick Max. You probably pick Ilya. You'd maybe pick Volk. But I think I'd pick him against most other people. Is Rufy welterweight or lightweight? He's a lightweight. Just give Gene Silva the winner of Holloway versus Ilya. True. Prime Volk would do horrible things to Silva. I mean, yeah, Prime Volk is a fucking champion of the world, and Gene Silva's fought 3 times in the UFC. But no, like right now, he's looking very good. Ortega versus Allen. I'd pick Allen. What if Silva stays at lightweight? Remember he missed weight at 303? I think he's going down to featherweight. I think the lightweight thing was not indicative of like him being way too big for lightweight or for featherweight. Sorry. Jordan Vucenic is staying at lightweight, by the way. Though that's some interesting news, because Jordan Vucenic said he's because after the Graham fight he said he's staying at lightweight because he said he was killing himself to make featherweight, which is good. It'll be interesting to see him at lightweight. He missed weight because of an injury. Yeah, I think so. Diego Ferreira versus Turner next, please. It could be Diego Ferreira versus Ludovic Klein, is a guess that I've got, maybe. Because I think Diego Ferreira, Mauricio Hufi, and Ludovic Klein all said they had fight news. And I'm pretty confident that one of those matchups will be made. Because I'm pretty sure Hufi said he's got fight news too. And then they've got and then Diego Ferreira, I think, does, and then Klein does too. So I think one of those combinations will be fighting each other. There aren't that many prospects at lightweight. Yeah, true. And he looks pretty solid against Garam. If he could make featherweight without killing himself, then I think him at featherweight is probably still better, just because I think featherweight's got less prospects. But yeah. I want to see Alvarez fight someone like a I want to see if Dan Hooker loses to Gamrot. I want to see Dan Hooker versus Joel Alvarez. That's a good fight. I might do another one of those videos. You know how I did top like unranked fighters that would beat like the highest ranked fighters, like the highest ranked fighters that would lose to people outside the rankings. I did that video a while ago. When did I do that video? I think I did it after 303, I think. Let me see. I could do a part 2 of that. That's actually a cool video that I wouldn't mind doing again. So I did unranked fighters that are better than top 10 fighters right now. And I did that in June 2021. So that was before Gene Silva won. That's before Gene Silva beat Jourdain and Dober. So I might do a part 2 of that as well. Unranked fighters that would beat top 15 guys. Like Hoofy would beat Chandler, in my opinion. Yeah, that's a good take. You should do Paddy. Who should Paddy fight next year? BSD brutally KOs Makana. I mean, you can still run Paddy versus Makana, to be honest. But yeah. I might record a video after this chat. So I might go soon and then quickly record a video before I got to go to work. So what's a video? I won't post it today, but what's a video that I could record today? Just a quick one. Mick Parkin beats Aspinall. True. Yeah, what's a quick video I could just record today? Just to like have something in the bank, just to like have something already pre-recorded. Explain how Jones beating Aspinall is a bad take. Because Jones is fucking old and not that good at this point. Aspinall would smoke him. Why is Yado still ranked? I know he's literally booked against Jeff Neal, and he literally said he's not fighting at lightweight again. So I don't know why he's still ranked. You know, Mick Parkin is a great fighter. I'd love to fight him. But yeah, what's a quick video I could do after this? Just to record. I won't post it, but like something I can record and post sometime next week. Because I'll do the 303, not 303, 305 picks. And then I've got the fighters that should be that'll come out probably tomorrow night. Or like this time tomorrow, maybe, or a little bit later, is fighters that should be cut from each division. Quick tier list, yeah, like what kind of I'm not doing meat sizes, bro. Fuck off. If fighters were food, okay. Saving 307. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I could do that. I'll do it. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do a video. I'll do a video discussing the options to save UFC 307, like main event, co-main event, potential other fights to add to the card. There you go. That's a good video. That's an easy one. I'm not looking to do some crazy video because I've got one in the works right now. I'm doing some. I've got someone doing some editing for me. For the fighters that should be cut from each division video. I'm going to see how that goes. Not like a permanent thing that I'm like necessarily 100% committed to, but some dude messaged me and said he wants to do editing for me or whatever, and I was like, yeah, sure. So he's editing up a video right now, which I already recorded yesterday. So we'll see how that goes. If you guys like that style of video with the editing and stuff, then I'll probably keep him doing it. If not, then I'll go back to doing my fucking like videos that I can just bang out in like 20 minutes. But yeah. I can make edits for me. I'm sure you can. I've had multiple people actually reach out and ask if I need like an editor or whatever. And I've said no in the past because like I'm like, well, they're gonna want like payment and I can't really pay them right now because I'm not monetized. So it doesn't make sense for me to pay for an editor for videos that I'm not making money from. But this guy's like, no, I'm fine to just do it for free for like a couple months until we monetize. I'm like, all right, sure. I'm not gonna say no. Rigo may be the best editor on YouTube. All right. While the DMV hasn't had an event since 2019. Yeah, but no, I've got this guy's doing some editing. I don't know when the fuck he's gonna get it back. I think he's asleep right now because I don't know what country he's from. But yeah, do a journeyman video. I like men. All right, fair enough. Do a journeyman tier list video. I could do that. I could just do like a biggest fucking. I think Bedtime's already done a pretty similar video to that. Like he did a like biggest like jobbers or whatever like tier list. I think I could do something similar. Just like the dudes that have the most fucking weirdly mid records ever, like the Michael Johnson types. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll do a video saving UFC 307, and then I'll probably post, or I don't know what order I'll do it in, but yeah. I'm probably gonna go soon, chat, but that's all good. I'm feeling a bit tired right now. I'll go record this video real quick, and I'm gonna get to work. But I'll be live tomorrow. I shall be live tomorrow. You fucking best believe that I'll be fucking live tomorrow at fucking 7 a.m. Australia time to fucking watch Jonathan Deniz versus Carl Williams. So yeah. Terrible MMA fighter music review. MMA fighters as musicians tier list, not a bad idea. Thoughts on potential Ozdemir Roundtree fight? Ozdemir by KO? Yeah, probably. Paul Craig victim tier list. I could start doing a series where I do like a tier list of like fighters' performances, because that would be like that would provide the most like endless stream of content ever. To just be able like a video where I rank each like a fighter's performances. So like I could do like Volkanovski, right? And I put all his performances on a tier list. And I could just do that for like so many fighters and do separate videos. That would be actually a good idea. Because that would just provide a fucking endless stream of content. That would provide endless stream of content, and I could just like have so many videos to do if I had no ideas. But yeah, I'm gonna go now, chat. It was a good stream. We've gone almost an hour, 50 minutes. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the fight companion. Tune in at the start of the card. I probably won't go live for the first women's fight, but I'll go live for Jonathan Deniz versus Carl Williams, because that's just exhilarating stuff. So yeah, see you guys. Peace out. Cheers.